Well, let's take a look first at the Murrayfield Racers. They finished second during regular season play. Some good goaltending from Henson and Mackay. Good defense from Moore, Lamb, and Archibald. Up front, they've got some great goal scorers in Neal, Hand, and Mullard. They can do the damage against the Nottingham Panthers. Well, at the other end of the rink, the Panthers just squeaked into the final playoff position, and they will rely heavily on goaltender David Graham. Up front, they've got Weber, Eason, Rhodes. Of course, Paul 80 is their big gun wearing number 22. This is going to be a good one. So Curry, the referee for this one, the big semi-final, has Murrayfield playing from right to left in the light jerseys, and the first call is an icing one. And the crowd right away getting behind both these teams here. Murrayfield on the defense. Interference is the call as Curry goes over to the timekeeper's bench.
Nottingham Panthers penalty of 13, Simon Hunt. 2 minutes.
Simon Hunt skates over to the penalty box for Nottingham Panthers. Interference is the call, so he'll sit it out for 2 minutes. 80 will be out there with Kurtenbach and Stewart, along with Rhodes, to kill off this penalty. Kurtenbach happy to muscle his way along the boards. Chris Kellen now on the power play. Kellen shoots it in. Pushed along to the far side. And lots of time now as Nottingham on the break. Rhodes coming down. Rhodes working his way in, takes the shot, and a good save there by the goaltender. The pass all the way up to Scott Neal. Kurtenbach. Nottingham Panthers doing a good job of killing off this penalty. A slow build-up here for Murrayfield. Shot in by McKee right in front of the net. There was no one there to pick it up. 1 minute remaining on the penalty. Murrayfield now with Chris Kellen. Kellen tries to do it on his own. The shot goes wide. Oh, a sloppy clearance, or an attempt at a clearance. A second effort by Bremner was a good one, but they got to make sure of those. Still 5-on-4. 80 will go back and tap it around. Bremner pushes it up to Randall Weber. Weber headmans it nicely to 80. 80 on Kellen, the shot. The goaltender lost it. The whistle blew, I don't know why. Mackay thought he had it, and I have a feeling the linesman thought he had it, but that squirted out and went behind the goal. Let's take a look at this again. 80 gets the shot away. The goalie still thinks he has it, but no way. We've passed the midway point in the first period. 9:13 remaining now. Chris Kellen backhands that one into Graham's doorstep. Fraser. Moore is going to get there first. Flavo misses it along the boards. Backhanded right in. Tony Hand, he's got Jock Hay. Tony Hand has got 2 men on him, and he gets the pass away. The shot, the score! Moore, as Graham went down, Moore put it in the back of the net. Tony Hand did a great job. He turned, he spun around, he took 2 men away from the play. He fed the pass over to Moore. Let's watch this again. There's Tony Hand, bobbing and weaving. Moore comes right in the slot and puts it in the far side of the net.
Well, Steve Moore must take a bit of credit here as well, though. Tony Hand, lovely turn, but Steve Moore's drifted in lovely from the centre ice, and a great shot in the corner.
McKee McKee has got Mullard behind him. Mullard tries to pick it up, and it's batted off his stick by Fraser. Some rough stuff in the corner as the Panthers break out now. 80 flips it over to the open wing. Little misunderstanding there. Mullard, a nice job there of picking it up in his skate. Taken out nicely by Bremner. Some good play there by Fraser as he shrugs off one check. Rhodes by 80 puts it right in front. The shot is wide from Fraser. Fraser, Rhodes, and 80 looking good. Bremner loses control. The break is on. Kellen scores. Well, Bremner couldn't hang on to that one. Kellen took it down and made no mistake. Murrayfield are celebrating their second goal of the period. Let's look at this again. It was a bouncing, awkward run for Bremner. Kellen said, "Thank you very much. I'll have it," and put it on the short side.
Well, this is the opposite. Murrayfield catching Nottingham on the break, and Kellen puts this away lovely, right up the short side there. Great shot.
(2-0) for Murrayfield on that unassisted goal by Kellen.
Yes, Alex Stampy there's got a problem because his team like to play on the breaks, and they're going to have to come forward now to try and get some goals.
Chris Kellen to Mullard, and he's happy just to shoot it off the boards. Stewart, curtain back. A nice little touch there as 80 brings it over. 80 gets it right through. They score! A nice pass from 80 to Nigel Rhodes with just 35 seconds remaining in the period. Makes it 1 goal for Nottingham. That's the one they needed going into the break. Some good stuff there. 80 setting it up. Let's take a look at this again. 80 crosses the blue line, slips it through the defense, and number 14, Nigel Rhodes, is there to bang it home.
Well, doesn't that make a difference? Lovely pass through here, and a nice goal, and suddenly Nottingham are back in the game.
There's the score, and there's the score, 2-1. 35 seconds now left in the period. And that's the kind of thing you want when you go into the dressing room at the break. You want a goal. Tony Hand cues it up, takes a shot, and that bounces off a skate, ends up in the corner. 18 seconds now remaining on the period, and Nottingham break up with 3 men up. 80 again, always dangerous. Spun out of the play. Mullard gives it back to McKee, and Kellen pushes it back to McKee again. Oh, that's a giveaway. Rhodes takes a shot, and Moore gets his stick on it. And there goes the buzzer to end the first period. A great finish by Nottingham to bring themselves back into this game at the end of the first 20 minutes of play. It's Murrayfield 2, Nottingham 1. Well, the youngster is all dressed up, and he certainly has somewhere to go. Wembley, the second period. Murrayfield against Nottingham. Murrayfield with an easy shot on Graham, playing from left to right. A good move at the end of the period by Nottingham to bring this game a little closer. Offside is the call as Rhodes breaks in on goal. Damps to his friends.
Everybody just do their jobs out there.
I'm sure
do the jobs.
During the period break would be saying,
remember, it's really important when you
play your positions out there, as he's saying right now. Don't get caught up too far. He loves to play defensive hockey. Dump and run. Nothing fancy, keep it simple. Short passes, head man the puck.
Skate, right?
Off the boards. Intended for Bremner. Eventually he picks it up and bats it in past Pentland. Pentland for Murrayfield. Well, really didn't look at that one. Could have made more, but Weber, that's high. Deflects down into the far corner. Fraser goes after it. Weber wants to get a handle on it. The shot coming is an easy one for Pentland to stop. He gets it up to Hand. Tony Hand out there with Scott Neal and Jock Hay. An all-British line, one of the most successful in the country. Mackay. Oh, Mackay lost it. He gave that one right away. Bremner did an excellent job to hustle down the left wing, and that ended up right between the skates. Mackay's going to have to be sharper than that. He can't leave those pucks lying around. My Lord, let's look at this again. He just leaves it there. Bremner gets to it first, and that almost goes in the net. Look at right between his skates, he's lost it. Had there been a player in front of the net, he would have poked that in the net. A return pass in 80. 80 now has Rhodes. The shot right on the target, and that's scooted right across the open goal. Perkins hammering out of the play. It's right in front. Rhodes is trying to get to it, and he's dumped to the ice by Pentland. Play continues as Moore brings it up. Moore to Scott Neal. The back pass intercepted by Stewart. And once again, the Panthers back on the attack. The shot coming wide of the target. Kurtenbach overskates it. A long pass up to Tony Hand. He's breaking down. Tony Hand drops it back to return, but they score! Paul Pentland picked up a beautiful pass from Tony Hand and let fly a devastating slap shot into the corner, and Graham was beaten. Oh, this is nice stuff. Watch Tony Hand, always aware of who's around him. A one-timer from Pentland, and Graham is beaten cleanly.
Well, after I've been under serious pressure here, nice breakaway and a lovely drop-off by Tony Hand, but what a shot from Paul Pentland. Absolutely blistering in the corner.
3-1 now, the score. 12:31 remaining in the second period. And Hand looking for Pentland. The break is on now for 80. 80 happy just to flip that one all the way in. Rhodes will go after it. McCurry yelling, move it, move it. Moore, not a good pass from him. 80 will get to it first. Murrayfield with 3 players on the right side, allowed to break up now, but some good work there by Simon Perkins to dispossess Kellen. Coming back now is Rhodes. Rhodes gets a lucky break on that one. The rebound off the defenseman's shin pad, eventually smothered by Mackay. Let's look at this one again. Some good action coming here from Nottingham. Solid goaltending from Mackay. On the attack. The shot coming right in there, takes a bounce off Moore. It's right there in the crease, but Mackay is quick to grab it. Still anyone's game. Only 2 goals in it here in the second period. A lot of ice hockey to come. Pushed up, Tony Hand goes back for it to tidy things up. Tony Hand, 2 minutes, 20 seconds, Hand slowing things down. That takes the deflection, goes right to Graham's doorstep. He gives it to Stewart, and Stewart backhands it over to Weber. Kurtenbach. Back comes Nottingham, breaking now with 3 players forward. They've got to go forward. Slight hesitation there by Weber, but he gets round his man. Pentland comes in to save the day. Held against the boards in the far corner. The official yelling, play it, play it. We got 4 racers in there, and they eventually come up with it in the shape of Tony Hand. Hand with Mullard. Flips it into the corner. Kurtenbach golfs it all the way around. The pass up to Rhodes. Rhodes head-manning it nicely. And that one's shot all the way in. Both teams right now going for the dump and run strategy. They flip it in once they get across the red line, and then they chase it, hoping to get there first. Curtain back with 1:14 to Stewart. Pentland loses that in his skate. Got it up on the wing to Kellen. Tony Hand, who's been out there a long time. The offside is called with 1 minute remaining in the period.
I think that Murrayfield are playing Nottingham a bit of their own game here, Paul, where they're leaving 4 men across the blue line and making it difficult for Nottingham to come forward. They're the ones who have to get the goals, and they have to come back. They have to come forward and maybe give a little bit of a room during the course of the next period here.
Hunt will do the honors for Nottingham. Bremner bats it in. Hunt. Still, it's Hunt behind the net. Still Hunt. Oh, a great effort by him, and Kurtenbach couldn't contain that. He did a good job there of slowing down Mullard. Mullard turned around and looked at the referee, looking for a penalty. Kellen now, with 40 seconds remaining in the period, over to the far side. McKee takes a shot, and that's high. Well, McKee really teed that up. He had a lot of players in front of the net. Should have kept it down. You always keep it down when you got so many guys in front of the net. There's always a chance of a deflection. Well, there's the scoreline as we get set to start the third and final period. The Nottingham Panthers with a lot of work to do. And it's going to take a lot of support from the biggest and the smallest supporters to bring them back into this game. Dampier, the coach, will have had a few words with the boys during the break, told them what they need to do.
Be in this now, everybody ready to go.
The racers playing from right to left will be looking to keep the puck in the Nottingham zone. They lead by 2, Curtin back. This time the Panthers have to go forward. Tony Hand takes his man out. 80 eventually kicks it through, gets by one man. Kellen backhands it. Mullard to Tony Hand. Tony Hand looking around to see who's with him. Mullard breaks for the net. Kellen breaks for the net. That's a good way to take Hand out of the play. Mullard getting it right across. Rhodes, the shot right on the target from Kellen was from a sharp angle, close in. No real threat to the goal. 80. A nice drop back. Oh, and a good save. Simon Perkins didn't get a lot of steam on that, but that was labeled for the far corner. Mackay got a pad to it and came up with a save. Good understanding here. The shot is not a hard one, but it was there.
Well, the warning signs are there. Mark Mackay come up with a good save there, but there was 3-on-3 there, and yet there was a good shot on the net and a free shot at that.
Weber backhands it to Bremner. Bremner giving it back to Kurtenbach. Kurtenbach working in with Fraser. Kurtenbach takes a shot. Mackay came out to cut down the angle, and a nice pass up to Tony Hand. Hand trying to get around Bremner. Bremner stays with him. It's right out front. Jockey takes the shot, and that took a deflection. Some good stuff coming from both teams as Moore gets it over. The return pass. Hobson fires that all the way around the boards. As far as the blue line, they got to make these clearances good. The return shot there took a deflection, and now number 10, Randall Weber for Nottingham. Weber sidesteps a check nicely and takes it into the corner. Weber still got it right in front. They score! Level stepped on the ice, found himself in front of the net. Weber did a tremendous job along the left wing to get it across, and all Flavel had to do was to change the direction of the puck. Watch this. Weber sidesteps this check, keeps the wheels turning, goes into the corner along the boards. Heads up hockey, looks across, right in the corner.
Well, Steve Moore will be disappointed with himself here. He should have taken the man out hard. Didn't get him. Puck came across there and Favell there tucked it away nicely.
3-2 now. This is going to go right down to the wire. It's a close one. Murrayfield looking for Mullard. They find him. Mullard, the return pass. Kellen in the far corner, picks it up and backhands it to McKee. McKee takes a weak shot. Stevie Coombs can't get a handle on it. That's a great save coming from the point. Graham got the skate, and listen to the applause from this crowd. High into the lights. Coombs goes back for it. Kurtenbach has got a chance from the edge of the circle. Kurtenbach again moves right in. Can't get the shot away. That's right in front of the net. Simon Hunt was dumped off the puck and he couldn't get the shot away. We're going to have a penalty on the play. It's going to go against the Racers. And this is just what the doctor ordered for the Panthers. So 80 is out there with Rhodes and Simon Perkins, along with Kurtenbach and Stewart, to do the business for Nottingham. The pressure now on Murrayfield. Kurtenbach to 80. 80 goes after it. Pressured off the puck by Mullard. Tony Hand picks it up. Hand all alone gives it up to the defense. Slightly hooked on the play. Kurtenbach leaves that one. That's kept in nicely by Murrayfield, or by Nottingham rather. Rhodes. Murrayfield having problems in their own zone. The shot. Kurtenbach tees it up, takes a weak shot. That's in the net. It looked like Weber, number 10, may have got a touch. Kurtenbach started that way back at the point. It wasn't a hard shot, but it changed directions, and the game is all tied. What an incredible finish. A power play situation there for Nottingham. Let's look at this again. Watch number 9 on this side of the screen. It eventually comes back to him. Now let's look for the tip in front of the net. Perhaps a change of direction either from Weber or Rhodes.
Yes, Nottingham's attitude is to get everything into the front of the net as often as possible and take whatever chances are going, tidbits are going, and that's exactly what happened there.
That puck's coming around to you. You've got to be over there.
Intercepted now by Simon Perkins as he breaks in over the blue line. Good defensive work by Hand. They can't keep it out. Rhodes takes a swipe at it. Murrayfield now back on the attack with Scott Neal. Scott Neal tees it up and takes a shot, but that took a deflection. Kelland is out there. The pass intended for Hand is pushed away by Stewart, and 80. Cheeky little back pass over to Rhodes. Behind the net, that comes out front, and Neal has it. Neal gets it over to Hand. Great understanding between these two players. Hand gets it right across, the break is on, and he scores! Paul Pentland, the big defenseman, picks up his second goal of the game. Everybody was watching Hand. They forgot about the trailer, and this man did the job. Scott Neal eventually got it to Hand. Hand comes over, slams on the brakes, and who's there but Paul Pentland? Making no mistake on that. That one goes upstairs.
Well, Paul Pentland must take a lot of credit here. That's twice he's came up with a good sneak up from behind there. But he still had it all to do, and what a great shot as well. He'll be a very happy man, Paul Pentland there. That's his second goal of the game, and 2 very good goals indeed.
Hey, Paul, good to tighten our end now, eh? That play here now, remember, if the guy's going to throw it in, you just have to take him out of the play, okay? Don't let the guy throw it in and beat you to the puck in there. Otherwise, just play it safe and back in, okay?
Rhodes. So many guys going offside there, he has to drop it back to Kurtenbach. Stewart shoots it in. 80 being grabbed on the play. It's going to be a penalty against Murrayfield. Kurtenbach takes a shot, and that's pushed away by Moore. And it's a power play situation here for the Nottingham Panthers. McCurry indicating high sticking.
Ready for Scotty here, Tone. Come on. We need a lot of ice out
his
in these
second
last
penalty
minutes
of the game.
here. Take a shot.
Key, the long shot, misses the net, and Kurtenbach starts it out now with a pass on the left wing. Too far for Stewart. Moore slams on the brakes, but Rhodes comes up with it. Kurtenbach wants it, and he gets it. Kurtenbach takes the shot. That deflected off Kellen's stick. 80 squeezed out of the play, but Weber is there. Gets it back nicely to Stewart. Over smoothly to Kurtenbach. He takes the shot, and again it goes off a skate, off a leg. Kurtenbach right in front. 80 couldn't hang on to that. 80 looking tired now. That's pushed into the zone by Kellen as he calls for a change. Well, actually, he calls for a new stick. He goes off the ice. He's going to sit it out for a while. Fraser for Nottingham lets it ride. 80 takes it in the corner. He's got Weber out front. Kurtenbach is there too. The box being set up by Murrayfield. Working it right out front was Weber. Weber again has got it in the skate. 80 takes the shot. Mackay didn't know where it was. He eventually felt it. Tony Hand mixing it up with 80 right on the plexi there behind the net. They soon cool it down, and we'll have a face-off.
Yes, I think there was a little bit of a follow-through there after the shot. The shot came in here, and Mark Mackay holds onto the puck well. He's got in the right spot, and there's 80 having a little hack there, and Hand didn't like it at all.
80 has it. Nobody there on the defense in the break for Murrayfield. Hand with Kellen. Hand takes a shot, and a good save by Graham as he came way out of the cage to cut down the angle. They really have to be careful. Nottingham, that is. They were caught with so many men forward, they forgot totally about their defensive game.
Yes, but unfortunately, they're in the position now where they've got to keep coming forward. One goal down, 7 minutes to go. They've got to take a little bit of a chance.
Well, 7 minutes and 44 seconds, to be exact, can be a lifetime in ice hockey. Hand against Weber. Pentland, his shot scoots into the corner to Kurtenbach. Mullard steps back on the ice. The racers successfully kill off that penalty. Weber backhands it into the zone. The key being chased by Fraser. It's left there. A lot of racers in position. A lot of Panthers out of position here as Mullard comes back. Mullard taken out of the play. Weber brings it forward now for Nottingham. Scoots it to the far side to Fraser. He takes the shot. Well, I'll ask him later why he did that. Fraser now picks it up and gets it back. Stewart, an easy shot that's deflected into the corner. Lobbed out into the neutral zone. It gets a touch, and Tony Hand with Mullard. Hand dropping it back to Kellen. Right in front. Oh, and the save was there with Mullard leaning all over the goaltender. Fraser gets it forward. Some good work here by the Panthers. That shot went off the stick of Mackay. Pentland, who's already scored 2 goals. That one took a deflection. And we have another souvenir for a Wembley spectator with 6:32 remaining in the game.
Paul Pentland there looks as if he's want to try one on his own now.
Lots of shots.
Yes, this was a good shot coming in here, but there's Mullard all over the goalie as well, and Graham does very well to kick that out.
Well, they won the Grand Slam in Scotland. Now they're looking for the big one here at Wembley. The key. Stewart trick here is when you shoot it in to pick it up, and they do just that. Stewart has to go back for it at his own blue line. Oh, almost gave it away to Kellen. 1:24 remaining in the game. Fired all the way in. Takes a couple of wicked bounces, and McKee picks it up. Gets it as far as Stewart. Stewart into Rhodes. Rhodes can't hang on to it, and that's going to be an icing call as it goes all the way down. The race is on, but Stewart will get there first. This will be an all-important face-off. 1:05 remaining in the game. 4-3 the score.
I see Murrayfield keeping everyone behind the puck here, Paul, but they're certainly not mobile. They should be coming up and really looking to keep their legs going so that they're really moving around, but just standing still and making it easy for Panthers to pick up these loose pucks.
Well, you can't be caught flat-footed in your own zone. Well, you can't be caught flat-footed anywhere on the ice. The goaltender for Nottingham is out of the cage. They have a sixth attacker on there. The net is wide open. It bounces off Tony Hand's back. Kellen and Mullard had equal opportunities there to shoot it down. Mullard got to it first, and the puck is touched for icing. 52 seconds now remaining. Still far from over. As you can see, Graham is out of the net. The Nottingham Panthers have put on a sixth attacker. They have 6 men out there ready to shoot at this goal, but their net is wide open. That's the chance you take when you're down to 52 seconds and you're trailing by 1 goal. Weber keeps it in. A nice effort by him. The shot right on the goal. They score! Weber took the shot from 60 feet out, and that took a deflection. And this game is tied with 47 seconds to go in the game. Incredible finish, gutsy finish by Nottingham. And it's almost like that man there expected it. Once again, it comes back. Weber does a great job to keep it on the right side of the blue line, takes the slap shot, and that's deflected in. It could be Fraser, big number 6, who got the touch. We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, I think you got it right here, Paul. Weber does really well to keep this in, and a real shot there. And I think Fraser, you'll find, he just keeps it in and no more. And Fraser gets a little tip on that, and there you are, it's a goal.
Well, Fraser is happy as he sits it out on the bench now, but I must admit I was critical of him earlier on in the game for not moving his butt. But hey, when a guy scores a goal with just a few seconds remaining, what can you say? Well done. Curtain back. Still time. Kelland with 30 seconds. Mullard tees it up, takes the shot. They score! Mullard took a speculative shot, and Graham fanned on it. Sorry, that's what he did. That was a routine save right on the stick. 26 seconds to go. That should never have happened. Mullard just teed this one up. Let's take a look at it again. He knew he was running out of time. He had to do something right along the ice, and the goaltender had to go underneath him. What a way to finish this game, but is it finished?
Poor old David Graham, so often the hero for Nottingham, but this is one that's down to him, I'm afraid. Right underneath his legs, and he'll be really sick.
Confirmation of the score with just 26 seconds to go. 5-4 for the Racers. 2 goals there in 21 seconds. Kurtenbach bats it right down to Mackay. He hangs onto it. That's not the kind of thing I'd like to see a goalie do. That means now that the Racers have to contend with a face-off in their zone. It gives Nottingham another chance to take off their goalie. So an extra attacker for Nottingham. If I was one of the defensemen there, I'd be having words with Mackay. You don't hang on to a shot like that. You let it go, let the defenseman take it and get it out. All-important face-off coming up. 80 trying to get it back. The shot coming from Rhodes. They try to bang it in on the short side. Fraser muscling along the boards with Hand. Hand doing a great job. Eventually it's held with just 9 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, Tony Hand did absolutely brilliantly there, just making sure everything was tight. But watch this last face-off here. Each of the Nottingham Panthers will take one of the Murrayfield players and hope the odd man gets the puck. They've got one chance. They have to win this puck, and this is really critical.
So all the pressure on the center iceman. Hand against 80. 80 will try to get it back to Weber. The shot coming from right in front. It just doesn't get away. The rebound comes out. They're kicking away at it. Kurtenbach trying to get a shot away. 80 is there. The whistle goes to end the game. Murrayfield go through to the final. An incredible finish. The Murrayfield fans are on their feet. Leo Koopman, a sigh of relief from him. Amazing scenes here at Wembley. A brilliant finish, not the one the Panthers would have hoped for. They were looking for overtime. Koopman, so cool in victory. Well, let's take a look at the final score. Right at the end, Murrayfield took it from Nottingham 5-4. The Panthers lose out, they lose their title, and the Racers go through to the final.